memories, or I play them and I cherish them.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, guys? CH, Brews and Vids, proud to welcome you to this proud to welcome you to this week's vlog. Hey, real quick, before I get into this vlog, I wanted to give a shout out to everybody that watched last week's vlog. It got over 1,000 views, and that's pretty rare for my channel. I'm really grateful to all the artists that I gave a shout out to. Thanks to whoever watched, who thumbs up, who commented, who disliked it, who probably unsubscribed. Anybody who watched, thank you. I'm grateful. You guys shred. Thank you. All right, so straight out of the gate, I don't have my favorite video game of all time.
Boo this man!
That is Chrono Trigger for Super Nintendo. I had it up until 2010, I sold it, and I hate myself for it. I have this reoccurring dream every night where I'm going through this like gold grain field and I'm just going after something, and I know it's Chrono Trigger, and once I finally get to it, I wake up and I have to live another day without it. So I remember my very first vlog when I started to do this, I was saying that I was going to collect a complete GameCube set by the end of the year, but I decided I don't want to do that. I don't want to collect a bunch of video games that I'm never going to play. I don't buy books that I don't read. I don't buy music that I don't listen to. So I kind of want to have more of like a less is more approach, because I do want to play all these games. So what I decided to do is, my rules for collecting this year is that I'm going to collect organically. See what happens. I'm going to hunt. I'm going to try to trade with people. I think my biggest goal is to not spend over $50 on a video game. I think that's kind of where my main focus is. This is kind of my gist. I've spent over 50 bucks on a couple of these games. From the top, there's kind of an order of hierarchy. Trog, one of the greatest Nintendo games of all time. This thing is beautiful. I opened this thing up. I got it complete in box. It's still got the receipt in there from like 1992, Electronics Boutique, $29.99. It looked like maybe the employee bought it because it's got a $5 discount right there. So I grew up with Trog. It's a great multiplayer game. It's arcade style. I believe it's Midway. No, Acclaim. This thing is gorgeous though. I got it for like 30 bucks on eBay. I couldn't be more happy with it. I love looking at it. Got the poster. Beautiful. Crystalis right here. That's the most recent game I've beaten on Nintendo. Crystalis is probably one of my top 10 video games of all time. It's an action RPG for Nintendo. Blades of Steel. Grew up with this game. One of my favorites. Twisted Metal. Long box. Twisted Metal for life. Spectre and Mordhog for life, baby. GameCube games, I'm kind of done collecting what I want. I want like 8 or 9 more games. I've got, I think, all the Zeldas. I've got the majority of the Zeldas. I've got Super Smash Bros. Melee right here. This was an epic game. I traded my buddy Wayne, who I met last month out in WizardCon. I had the bestseller version. He had the not for resale version. We traded. I made a friend out there. I made a couple friends out there, Wayne and Matt. Smash Brothers, Star Fox, Resident Evil. What do I need? And I'm going to talk about what I need at the end of this, so if anybody wants to put a trade together, let me know. PlayStation 1, Twisted Metal 2, Pro Skaters, Resident Evil 2, Mega Man X4, X5, X6, Mega Man 8, which I do not like. I hate Mega Man 8. I especially like that candy level, that like Disneyland part. Do not like that game. Konami Classics, I got brutally ripped off on an Instagram trade on that. It's all good, man. Still got my health. All right, what do we got here? Door number 2. We got Demon's Crest. This is definitely my favorite Ghouls and Ghosts game in the whole franchise. Lunar, Silver Story Complete. What do I got down here? I've got Shenmue. Great game. Very slow. It's a pretty slow game, but the cinematography is beautiful. Very cinematic. Cutscenes are gorgeous. Skies of Arcadia. Love this game. I scored that on eBay for like 35 bucks. Caught an auction that ended on like a Friday or Saturday night. Usually people aren't on their computers as much as they would be on like a Monday or Tuesday. Won that auction. Grandia 2. This is a special game to me. I had this back in like, I don't know, when I was in 8th grade or freshman in high school. And I remember it was the first game where the RPG characters had voice actors. What's the main character? Ryudo, his bird Sky.
Oh, I cannot take much more of this.
Quit your belly aching and fight, damn it!
Straight, almost like out of the gate, they're talking to each other, and I remember it just like tripping me out, blowing my mind. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Still do. Legend of Mana. I just wish this game was so much better. I mean, Secret of Mana was so good. Legend of Mana came out, it was Squaresoft, and it was just weird. Like, build your own world and, you know, drag and drop where you want to go and places and stuff. I love having the game. I kind of hate playing it, but what are you gonna do? Here's all my Nintendo games. I've got Blades of Steel, Godzilla, Battletoads. I still can't beat that. Jet ski part, the infamous jet ski part in Battletoads. Trog, Little Samson. And this is the original Little Samson in mint, fresh, graded condition. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's completely a repro. And Leonard Part 6, you might know him on Instagram. Actually, you probably won't know because he's not that cool. He makes these. I'll put a link in the bio if you want one. It's a fun game. It's pretty easy. As for my Wii U, Smash Bros. Pokken Tournament. Haven't even played that. I can't play it because my console broke, and we'll talk about that in a second. Smash, Mario Kart, Super Mario Bros. U. Super Smash Bros. 64. I'm not really into N64, but I love looking at this. This game is gorgeous. I scored this on eBay for about 60 bucks. It was a good deal. Everything is in perfect condition. The box looks great. The manual looks great. This thing gets a little bit more love, as you can kind of see. It's got a little better exposure. Chuck Rock down there. One of the first games I had for Super Nintendo. Monopoly. That's from my buddy Matt. Extra Innings, my favorite baseball game of all time. Quest 64. This game sucks so bad that you have to have it. It sucks so bad it's good. Power Stone. Okay, now here it is. The greatest system of all time. There's people out there that's like, hey man, Nintendo's way better, or PlayStation 1's way better. You know what my answer to you is? We got the goodies here. Sunset Riders. I used to have 2 of them. Contra 3, Turtles 4, aka Turtles in Time, Super Mario RPG. This is definitely one of my favorite video games of all time. I have no idea what I'm doing for this channel. Every Thursday I wake up and I'm just like, I need to put something together, or I need to quit doing YouTube. I need to figure it out. But I'm thinking about next week doing a top 10 video games of all time. Or I'm also thinking about maybe just drinking like 200 beers on my roof, throwing the bottles in the neighbor's yard. Super Mario World, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Metroid. I beat this last night, but I only got a rating of 67%. That's about the bare minimum you need to have enough missiles to beat Mother Brain. N64, Majora's Mask. I'm kind of far in that right now. I kind of quit playing that. Ocarina of Time. Nintendo 64 to me is the weakest link in all of Nintendo besides like Virtual Boy. But it does house Ocarina of Time, which is the most anticipated game I can ever remember waiting for. I was like Cartman in that South Park. When this game came out, it came out a little bit later than most games on N64, and it drove me crazy not playing. And then I waited, and it lived up to the hype, and then some. Ken Griffey Jr. back there. One of the things that I'm kind of fascinated with is that I want to collect a sealed controller. I'm not into sealed stuff. I don't get it. I don't understand why you would buy a video game and not play it. But I've got a PlayStation 2 controller. I've got a GameCube sealed controller. I would like every system that I'm into a sealed controller, but other than that, I'm not into sealed stuff. PlayStation 2 and Super Nintendo are without question my favorite systems of all time. For Sega down here, Altered Beast, Sonic the Hedgehog, both complete in box. This is a game Ken Griffey Jr. I was going to give to my friend Quinn. We've been talking about putting a trade together for like 6 months. I don't know why we haven't done it yet. The only other game that I want for Genesis would be Quackshot, complete in box. That's one of my favorite video games of all time as well. That was like one of the first YouTube videos I put out. I did a walkthrough with Quackshot when I had no idea what I was doing. Super Bowl meal, we got the Indiana Jones hat. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. Another Indiana Jones reference. We're just missing a little Asian kid. Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones's water coming. Dr. Jones, turn left. Don't fall out. And I still don't have any idea what I was doing. But I had even a less idea of what I was doing when I was putting out those Quackshot videos. Balloon Kid, Mega Man. I recently just purchased these off my dude Falcon Punch My Asshole, DuckTales 2, DuckTales. I can't really play the handhelds, but I get them going on my Game Boy player. And I play them on the big screen. Kind of reminds me of Nintendo and Super Nintendo when I get that going. I've got a DS. I've got Chrono Trigger right here, but I need the real thing. I'm almost done collecting what I want for Nintendo Power. I'm not that big into it, but there's one I really want right now, and it's the first issue. I had 4 Nintendo Powers that meant the world to me. Roadrunner, Death Valley Rally. It was the first Super Nintendo game my dad bought me, my parents bought me, and it got a cover title on Nintendo Power, and I have no idea why, because it's like one of the worst games I've ever played. It's super hard, the controls suck, it's very repetitive, and it's not a good game, but it was my first Super Nintendo game. Secret of Mana, I needed this. This was the first time when I was a little kid that I remember pulling an all-nighter. I stayed up with my buddy Marcel, and we played Secret of Mana all through the night. I knew if we were to make a peep, my dad would have came in and beat the shit out of me. But Nintendo Power, this was the first one with a holographic cover, with a hologram color. I had this growing up. I've had this twice. And again, my buddy my buddy Wayne out there in Louisiana, he had an extra one of these copies laying around, and he gave this to me for free. Okay, so here's a list of the games that I want to play. Now, if anybody watches these videos and wants to put a trade together, I would love to do that. I love trading as long as people can trade. I love trading with people on Instagram or YouTube. Here's what I need for Nintendo. All right, Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3, complete. And I will put this list in the description below so you can see it if I'm talking too fast. Mario 3, Simon's Quest, Bayou Billy, Turtles 2 Arcade complete. I need the one with the free Pizza Hut coupon. I remember owning that. I remember getting it as a gift. I remember cutting out the coupon and using it at a Pizza Hut in Encinitas, and I got my free personal pizza. Little Nemo, complete. Yo Noid, Rescue Rangers, complete. Super Nintendo, Chrono Trigger, complete. Secret of Mana, complete. Evermore, complete. Pocky and Rocky 2, not complete. I had that back in 2010. I sold it for $30 on eBay. Pilot Wings, Mickey's Magical Quest, anything Capcom, anything Squaresoft. N64, aka the worst Nintendo system of all time. GoldenEye, Diddy's Racing, Shadows of the Empire, it was a launch title. Good game, kind of hard to control, but which N64 game isn't? Chameleon Twist. GameCube, this is higher up on the list. Mario Sunshine, Mega Man X Collection, all Mario Parties, Eternal Darkness, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 2, Kirby Air Ride, Beautiful Joe, Gauntlet, Dark Legacy, Waveband Controller. PS1, Diablo. Final Fantasy VII Black Label, Resident Evil Longbox, NFL Game Day Longbox. PS2, No Rush, it's PS2, man. It was super popular. These games are everywhere. Maximo, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Metal Slug Anthology. Dreamcast, Power Stone 2, Code Veronica, Crazy Taxi. Sega, Quackshot CIB, talked about that. I need a PS4. I need a PlayStation 4. I don't know which bundle I want to get. I think it's The Last of Us. If you guys have any comments on that, post them in the comment section below. Let me know what the best bundle is for PS4. And then Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages. If anybody has those and wants to trade, doesn't mind being on my YouTube video, let me know, and let's make it happen. That's it, guys. Hey, it's CH from Brews and Vids. Thanks for watching another vlog. Truly am grateful for all you guys that watch this. If this video gets another 1,000 views, it's just more motivation to keep. I plan on putting out a vlog every single Thursday. I love YouTube. I hate the editing and the process of doing it, but when it's all said and done and you get the comments and the feedback and the notification, I've said it before, there's no greater feeling on social media. I love it. Thanks for the love, the support, the hate, the dislikes, yada yada. I don't know, again, I have no idea. There's no writers for this channel. I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of just wake up and I think of an idea and I kind of run with it. If you guys have any questions, what you want to see on this channel, let me know and post them in the comment section below. That's it. CH from Hose and Brews. CH from Hose and Brews. CH from Brews and Vids. Cheers, guys. Have a good weekend. Cheers, guys. Have a good...